Hi guys, here's my analysis of Catherine Pierre's TED Talk. First of all, for attention, she begins by grabbing the audience attention with a question, and she says, "When was the last time you had real fun?" I feel like this definitely, using a question engages them and gets them, interested. So she explains that many people confuse being entertained or busy as just having regular fun. She also shares personal stories and observations about how modern life leaves people stressed, distracted, and disconnected. This opening immediately engages the audience because most people can relate to feeling overwhelmed or realizing they haven't experienced genuine fun in a long time. Second is need. She establishes the problem, and she argues that people are experiencing fun deficit. Society often encourages productivity, constant work, and endless scrolling on technology instead of meaningful experiences. As a result, many people experience higher levels of stress, anxiety, loneliness, and burnout. She supports this need by explaining that lacking true fun negatively affects both physical and mental health, making the audience realize this is a real issue that deserves attention. Satisfaction. She offers a solution by defining what true fun actually is, and she explains that real fun isn't entertainment, but it occurs in three elements that come together. So playfulness is like approaching activities with a lighthearted mindset, connection, feeling connected to yourself or others or your surroundings, flow, becoming so engaged in an activity that you lose track of time. And she also encourages people to identify activities that create these three conditions to intentionally make space for them in their daily lives. The fourth thing is visualization. Price helps the audience imagine how life could improve if they embraced more true fun. She explains that incorporating genuine fun into everyday life can reduce stress, improve physical and mental health, strengthen relationships, increase resilience during difficult times, help people feel happier, more energized, and more connected. She also contrasts this positive feature with the alternative of continuing to prioritize work, distractions, and fake fun, leaving people exhausted and disconnected. The fifth one is action, and she ends her speech with saying a call to action. I think this is a strong way to end the speech because it can show what we need to do and how it just really, I think it ties the whole speech together. So she concludes with a clear call to action rather than making one dramatic life change. She encourages the audience to take small, intentional steps toward experiencing more fun. Specifically, she encourages people to spend more time with people who make them laugh and feel connected, participate in activities that create playfulness and flow, be willing to act silly or playful without worrying about judgment, reduce distractions, especially excessive phone use that interfere with meaningful experiences, make having fun a regular priority instead of treating it as something optional, and for her, if this is effective or not, I think that this presentation is very effective because it's motivating the audience towards change. Obviously, with her tactics, she started with a question, ended with a call to action, but how she very much also how she presents herself and stuff, but she I like how she okay I like how she offered a solution and personal stories, humor, and kind of it made it feel more personal to the audience, and it got them more engaged, and yeah. So I do think this was effective. Thank you. I'm so sorry for how many times I said